all three of you are people who I really look up to because as a designer, it's all about connecting these random dots. And what you three have managed to do is that rope in an element of culture and put this potent chemical into it of this scientist who's looking at it differently. Like you've picked up food and you are experimenting. You've picked up cultural music, Matibani, folk music, and you've picked up Shakuni Mama's favorite game and just try to optimize it for the future. So I'll start actually with Suresh's questions because he's got a really interesting point of view. So my first question is for Kartik. Kartik, you talked about child prodigies. How important is creative insecurity for a musician?
Oh, so you're talking about there's a creative insecurity me when I look at a child prodigy, right? So the thing is, if you are not insecure and you think everything is in your control, then that's the end, right? Every day, every moment, if you are like innovating, need to have that insecurity and to see what's happening. So what we do is with every project, it's like a bucket list for us first. I agree to sir also that everything is related to the consumer in the end because you are also creating for them. But it's very important also to satisfy your needs and your vision first. And that's what we keep on doing. And in fact, every project of us is like we are tense and we are insecure what's going to happen, but it turns out okay.
It turns out okay indeed, with millions of views out there, if that's a metric today. My next question is for Nitin Tandon, sir. Take the mic. Okay, we can hear. Okay, great. So again, the question is inspired by Suresh, who's sitting at home. The question is, in this era of Instagrammable food and Instagrammation of everything, do you think that's good or bad?
It's amazing.
Huh?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Is it?
Just imagine how many mobile phones in the world? Everybody is a photographer. Everybody is the ambassador of food.
What do you have to say about when people walk into a cafe and the food comes and then they're not allowed to eat yet? First, somebody in the room has to take a picture.
So I think so. Technology changed our habits. We all pray to our food, and now we click it.
We used to pray to our food, and now we click it. Talking, yeah, huge round of applause for that. Next question for you, again coming from Suresh, is that does office politics count as games?
Okay. So there are three kinds of engagement I think we can talk about. We can talk about play, we can talk about sport, and we can talk about games. And three are quite subtly different in their own spaces. But in a larger context, I think it's all just. I will try to inspire you to think about all three differently, and then at the same time think about them just as play. And from a ancient Indian heritage perspective, we always have this whole notion of surrender. get our security from surrender. And we get our security from the purpose of doing it for Paramartha. I think that's how you can merge play.
That's how you can merge and learn from Aman how to excel in office politics using elements of gameplay.
I think
Yeah.
it's all part.
Okay, coming back to Kartik. Kartik, whatever happened to the joy of album art?
Yeah, I mean, now it's much easier to even think of creating album art. So I come from a time where I've been following Led Zepp, Pink Floyd, and Storm Thorgerson designing all these covers. And if you look at what they put in one photo at that time, the campaign used to rotate around, like they used to spend millions of dollars on this one photo shoot of a man burning his coat. And you know, that snapshot became the vision. And it's like putting the album, the entire album that they've created over years in one image. That was a huge responsibility. We've seen that now we just put the photos of artists and put some fancy fonts and all that. But yes, with AI and things coming in, I don't expect labels to spend what the money they used to spend at that time creating this beautiful art. But I think with AI, what we have also tried is if you have something in your head, it can give you an idea. And it has done some really magical things, right? So, as a creator myself, if I'm thinking of somebody in Banaras having a robot selling vegetables in Banaras, it'll straight away give you that image. And I think AI is going to help elevate the album art again with the help of designers. You know, the designers will take help of AI and probably create some magical album art again, once again.
Magical album art with AI. Awesome. Nitin, what's your favorite dish?
Biryani. I'm born Indian.
Fantastic. Any questions from the audience? You can pass the mic to the audience. You can raise your hands. Do with their talk, their profession. Yeah, please. Yeah, you can ask now.
Check.
There.
Bala Mahajan spoke about there is a lot of algorithms guiding a lot of things. How cannot be replaced. Experience, physically, music, experiential music, games, physical games. So, as algorithms affected creation or in the way you execute projects, that made any difference?
Is this a question pointed at someone?
Anybody can answer.
Okay.
The point is, like I know for in films, say OTT, first few minutes become critical, engagement and all that. I've even heard about scripts being changed depending on how that response is, even after it's released.
Can I answer? Yeah, you want to answer?
So I think that the algorithms are meant to find people who are probably interested in your work, and they are just a stepping stone for a longer relationship. I don't think it's something where they would just see that and keep on repeating that again. So if an algorithm chooses that, you know, these 20 seconds is good, that means the artist is probably going to get engaged because of that and then go to my YouTube channel and probably hear the 15-minute songs that we have also done. So I think it's just a stepping stone, and it's absolutely essential for creators to follow that. Denying that is just you are in your own world, and that people keep on doing. And you need to be as good as Daft Punk to probably say that, okay, I'm not going to follow this trend. But right now, as creators who are also catering to the Gen Z audiences, and also where the audiences are from 18 years, 70 years, that's our age group of Mati Bani, and everybody from WhatsApp or Instagram, and we have discovered more fans through Instagram than any other medium. That has become our main platform now. We also find artists through them and connect with them instantaneously.
Yeah, we have another question here.
This is Piyush Kogari. All the three of you have achieved marvelous success. But on this road to success, can you briefly tell us about the challenges you faced?
Okay, one challenge, huh? बहुत time.
Yeah,
Sir, आपने बहुत major question पूछा है.
briefly.
हाँ. We can take the bigger challenges outside, but कुछ ऐसा maybe Nitin can take this one and the rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, most of our awards are within. I think so. It's a very unfair exercise that we put where we benchmark somebody's great work and want. There is no parameter to good and bad. Whatever is good is within you. There is no right and wrong. But if you put something on your pin board, then you better get responsible for it. That's all I have to say. And then it's just a journey there, and there is no end. To enjoy every single moment of that journey, it's blissful.